What's up, guys? Welcome to Cinco Symposium. Um, all right, so it's we got a story. Libs of TikTok coming through again, posting the stuff that the left is putting out there themselves. It's their own insanity, and all Libs of TikTok does is just share it again with their own thoughts and opinions, obviously. But this just shares their videos. And here we have a teacher that's got the music playing, making it real emotional. Getting it that production value, getting it really high. But showing these badges that this I guess it's one of the largest teachers unions in the U.S. or the largest, but passing out badges to teachers that are supposed to has all the rainbow alphabet soup crap, and it's supposed to signify to kids like, oh, I'm a safe person to come talk to. And also, here's a QR code on the back that you can scan. It'll take you to a certain place. We're going to get into it. Before that, please hit the like button, share, subscribe. Really helps me out. Comment, let me know what you think about this stuff. I have one of my one of my viewers arguing with me right now about teachers. They're only trying to help the kids, and we've gone through a whole long thing and how hormone therapy is completely reversible. No, it's not. You start jacking with hormones, it's not reversible. That's why you have a 26-year-old detransitioner, a female that's balding right now. That's why you have vaginal atrophy. That's why you have all these terrible things that come with it. But it's a whole slew of issues that comes with transitioning, especially transitioning young children and getting them down this path where first of all, you get them confused, where they don't know if they're a boy or a girl, or that they're anything, that they could be anything on this gender spectrum, that there's no longer just male or female. So you confuse them, and then you actually get them to believe this nonsense. And then they start physically altering their body. They start taking hormones. They start messing with their puberty. They start messing with their development. They start messing with their brain. When you go into hormones affect every aspect of your body, and you don't get it back. But let's watch this teacher real quick as she's...
The president just had this delivered to my classroom. We have these badges that we wear on our lanyards. If we are a safe person to talk to, or we can provide a safe space for our students. It is so important that our students, LGBTQ plus and not, that they have someone or some place to go, someone to talk to. And we may not know everything, we may not have the answer, but this badge has a QR code on the back. So I can scan it and help.
So, a safe place. Because, guess what? Your parents aren't safe. Your parents aren't safe. We're the only safe ones here. We're the ones that really know what's best for you. And we're the ones that are really going to make the decisions to do everything that's the absolute best for you and for your safety. Not your parents. Your parents don't know what's best for you. We're gonna take you from your parents, and we're gonna mold you the way we want to. That should terrify you if you're a parent. I think most of these people, like the viewer that I'm arguing with currently, I don't think they have kids. I don't think they understand what it's like. And I think most of these people, and that's what they preach, is they preach usually not to have kids. Or they preach abort your children. Or if you have children, let's castrate them. So the problem is going to solve itself eventually the more that this continues on. But so they got that badge, and that you can scan. Most kids these days, once they get, there's a lot of elementary kids with cell phones. Or junior high, especially junior high, high school, almost every kid has a cell phone. And they can scan that QR code. And it's a article from Outkick that's talking about these QR codes and where does it take you. The National Education Association, the country's largest teachers union, has repeatedly placed its political activism ahead of parents or appropriate discourse. Now, a new report shows their advocacy is only getting worse. Journalist Christopher Rufo explained the disturbing news that the union's LGBTQ plus caucus has created a badge for teachers to wear with a QR code linking to a website discussing extremely graphic content, including a how-to guide for queer sex. The website highlights the extremely popular sentiment among Democrats that men can get pregnant and references non-binary identities while promoting activist organizations like the Trevor Project, Scarlet Teen, Gender Spectrum, and Sex, etc. Other links direct to teen health source, which according to Rufo includes a directive on queering sexual education by empowering youth through extremely graphic how-to guides on sexual practices that go far beyond traditional sex ed. This is just the latest example of NE operating as a political institution first and educational union second. Okay, so there we go. We've got the QR code that will take young children. It'll take them to a link where it shows them how to have queer sex. It teaches them that men can get pregnant. It teaches all that stuff. And we know, like we know that they're teaching our kids these things. How many videos have to come out of parents that have the content, the graphic content, the books, the pictures, the stories that they then take to their school board to ask, why is this being taught? Why is this garbage? Why is this trash being presented to my child? This is not what you're supposed to be teaching my kids. And they're reading either a story or an example of this whole sexual scenario, or they're showing the pictures, and school board members are stopping them in the middle of it because it's too graphic for them. It's too inappropriate. It's too inappropriate for the school board, but that's what they're teaching your children. That's what they're throwing out, and that's what's on this card. It's stuff like that. That's what's being given to your kids behind your back, and they're being told, oh, well, we're your safe place. They're being told, don't tell your parents. And they want to get mad at states like Florida when DeSantis makes a law saying, teachers, it is illegal for you to tell a kid to not tell your parents something, or to try to have a secret conversation with this child about something like this. That's not what schools are for. Schools are for the general education. Learn how to read, write. It's not a place for ideology. It's not a place for a teacher to go, whether it's Christian, Muslims, Hindu. It's not a place for them to try to push their religion on kids. I'm a Christian. I'm perfectly fine with saying that. My kids are going to learn Christianity from me. I send them to school to learn how to read, write, because I'm not specialized in that. Probably could. But I also work. Me and my wife both work. It's hard to try to sit down and teach a kid. I think it's getting scary to the point where I want to do that, where I want to take every extra second I have and not send my child to possibly an indoctrination zone. Pay attention, parents. Pay attention to what your kids are learning. Ask them questions. Make sure that nobody is saying to not tell you anything. You need to make sure that the kid's safest place in the world is at home with you, and that no one cares about them more than you do. They need to know that. They need to understand that. And anyone that tries to get in the middle between you and your kids, the kids should understand and see that as a threat. Like, hey, this person's bad. They're telling me not to tell mom and dad something. But yeah, their schools are becoming indoctrination zones, and they're being fed lies. They're being confused, and it's sad. And it's sad, and it's especially when they're being pushed down like a transgender role, and you're making a kid confused, and they're making choices. They're confusing the kid's the mind, where they're going to make choices that will affect the rest of their lives, that they'll never get back. That they're going to end up being sterile, that they're not going to have kids. You're going to take that away from a person because you confused them when they were 12 years old. It's pure evil. It absolutely is pure evil. Guard your kids, though. Guard your kids. It's what's saying that Democrats don't need kids; they have yours. I think it's being exposed, and we're seeing it. But guard your kids. Don't let them have your child. Guard them. Guard them. Guard them. Anyways, that's all for that story. Hit the like button if you liked it. Share, subscribe, and until next time, y'all have a great day.